G'day guys, Robbo here again. Welcome to a special episode of Let's Chat Live. This is a preview show of something that's coming up for the Let's Chat Live channel in the future. Going to be doing an episode called Lunch with Robbo on the new Let's Chat Live channel, and basically it's going to be a whole variety of things. I'm going to be either cooking in the kitchen as I am going through today, or I'm going to go out to local food places and buy food and have a sit down lunch and talk about the food that I've bought, talk about the place that I bought it from, that sort of thing. The show's going to be every second Thursday on the Let's Chat Live channel after we start going live on there regularly. I think I'm trying to think when the first episode's going to be. I think it's going to be the 31st of August, which I happen to be going out to buy a TV that day as well. So I might be a little bit out of the area to do the first episode properly on the Let's Chat Live channel. If anyone wants to join me on panel, I have sent out the link to the regulars of my channel, and if any one of those people can grab the link and put it in the chat for me, that would be awesome, because I haven't actually pinned it to the chat screen. Exactly, Paul. So yeah, I am going to cook something today. I've just got no idea what I'm. And oh, look out, Mark's in the house. Mark didn't look at the rules of the show. Or did he? Have you got something to eat there, Mark?
How's that? Is that any better?
That's better. Are you eating at the moment, Mark?
Yes, I am. I'm actually about to have. I'm about to have this.
Oh, awesome! For a minute there, I was worried you didn't know the rules of this new show that I'm doing.
No. I thought you were doing it like a couple of weeks time, next week or something like that.
Yeah, this is basically a preview show to talk about what the show's going to be about.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing cooking videos here at home, as well as going out and about and buying food from local food places, and then doing a live stream whilst I eat the food and talk about the food itself plus the place I bought it from.
Yep.
And actually, the first episode that's going to be on the Let's Chat Live channel, I'm actually going to be a little bit out of the area because I'm going to buy my new TV on that day. Yep. And so it's still going to be a food. It's still going to be a Lunch with Robbo episode, but it's not going to be in the area. So I'll be able to talk about a place that's just a little bit out of my area, about half an hour away. And so I'm going to cook something completely random today, and I'm not actually sure what I'm going to cook yet. I just thought I'd do a bit of a show and talk about what I'm going to do.
Excellent. I'm having these chicken flavoured noodles that I grabbed last time I was shopping. So I couldn't decide what I was going to have for lunch today. So I thought, I'll give these a try. But, so they're made in Vietnam. They're Vietnamese style instant rice noodles, and everything comes in satchels. You put it in 2 cups of water, and you let it sit for 3 minutes. It's in a bowl. And away you go.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
So it's a little bit watery. I would have liked it to be a little bit more creamy, but at the end of the day, Asian style food normally, for what I've seen, they do eat a lot of water-based soups and broths and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got Rolfus in the chat. G'day, Rolfus.
G'day, Rolf. It's actually quite nice. It's got a nice flavour to it. Maybe a tiny little bit of spice, but other than that, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, and nice, easy to make meal for while you're at work, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've just pulled up at a roadside stop here, so it's worked out easy for me. And I'm just sitting in the office, of course, my truck, which I'm in every day, and which I often call you from time to time.
Yes.
You know, we've done a few shows with Miss Austin and that, so it's not the first time you've seen the inside of this truck.
That's right. Yeah, and that's actually another show that I'm looking forward to doing. Actually, on the Let's Chat Live channel is some road trip streams. I think that'll be a pretty good thing to show off the areas that we're from and or places that we go to or whatever, you know. Yeah, I think that'll be another good show, considering that you drive a truck around a lot and I go out a lot with support workers and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing anything with the up and coming double-headed train trip with 3801 and 6029, the Garrett?
Where's that going to?
I believe it's going to the Blue Mountain, to Lithgow.
I was thinking about doing that, but the rotten thing was, like, I actually was hoping to go on the Zigzag Railway that weekend, but it happens to be one of the weekends when they're not running for the public. So I think they're only running for the people that. I think they're only running for the people that go on that steam train trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Rolf is backstage, is he? Oh, he is too. G'day, Rolfus. How are you, man?
G'day, mate. How are you?
What's happening? What do you got there? I can't hear you, Rolfus. What's going on?
Oh, he's on mute, but he's not now.
Oh, here we're back.
He's gone. Yeah, no, he was on mute.
Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully he can fix the problem and come back. But yeah, I'm gonna. Well, actually, we'll see if Rolfus comes back first, and I'll get him in here. Are you able to control it to get him in here if he comes back?
I
think you might be able to.
Yeah, it should be able to.
If you just look at the guests button, it should tell you that someone's come in. It should have a should have a notification.
Yeah, no. Okay, so he was there and not now.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that for me. I might. You can come back in if you want to, Rolfus. You couldn't speak. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, you're just showing us your food, were you? Oh, there you go.
Oh, look, it's Roger the Pirate is in the house.
G'day, Roger.
Man, gee.
Gee, get on panel. Make sure you got food.
What you going to cook, Robbo?
I don't actually know, man. I'm just gonna. Well, what I am gonna do. One thing I'm definitely gonna do is I'm going to finish off the prawns that I bought.
Yep.
I'm going to cook with the last of my prawns. So I'm going to add that to it, whatever I'm making, and I've got a bit of pasta here, so I thought I might do like a pasta and prawn meal.
Yeah, you have to put a bit of curry in, mate. A bit of curry prawns.
Yeah, I'll see if I've got curry powder. I'm not sure if I do.
And if it's a bit too hot, you could always, tone it down with a bit of coconut milk or coconut cream.
Yep.
So.
I will have food soon, G. And the rules of this show is that you're either cooking something or you're eating something. So I'm about to be cooking something and then I'm going to eat it.
So, gee, we didn't tee this up or anything. It was just good timing that Robbo came on and I'd pulled up to have lunch. So it's the way it's worked out.
That's right. I thought it was a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get some stuff ready. So can you see the chat, Mark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, can you entertain the crowd whilst I'm looking for things
mate.
to
They can watch me sit here and eat in my beautiful mobile air-conditioned office that I work in. Robbo, I reckon you need a couple of other camera angles so we can see what you're really doing.
That would be good.
So what about your little Insta 360 camera? Can that hook in and broadcast from that as well? Right, okay.
That sucks. Yeah, maybe I need to get myself another phone.
Well, yeah.
Or work out how to go live on the GoPro.
Yeah, that'd be the way to go. And you could have the GoPro set up to watch whatever you're cooking, and you can use both. You just have to me, you just have to cancel the audio on one of the devices, otherwise you'll get that feedback loop.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just going to fill up this pot now.
Almost, Paul. Almost. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm a pro at this. Righto. Hang on. You just got to. And Roger's already had some cooked noodles, so fair enough, mate.
Nice. All right. So the first thing I'm doing is putting a pot of water on to boil up.
What are you gonna boil the prawns?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wouldn't you do them? You got an air fryer?
Yeah, I've got an actual air fryer plus an oven that air fries.
Right. Wouldn't you be better off doing them in the air fryer?
No, I did. I actually boiled them yesterday, and they were actually pretty damn good.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
No, I just thought you might have fried them or air fried them or something like that.
Right.
So what's the general consensus, chat and Robbo, about an air fryer? Which one?
I love it. I love air fryers.
Right. Because I'm thinking about buying one.
Yeah, you should, man. 100%. Yeah. All right. So I've got the water heating up now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So don't be shy, people. If you want to come up on panel, please do. As long as you've got food or you're cooking yourself.
Well, they've already eaten by the looks of it.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Yeah, well, when I actually do this show on the Let's Chat Live channel, I'll be doing it a tiny bit earlier.
Well, normally at work, we pull up at 1 o'clock.
Right.
Smoko. So we start at 6:30 and we work till 4:30. Smoko is at 9 and lunch is at 1 o'clock. And, but I sort of work my own times, and because I've got to take in travel time, etc.
Yep.
I just pull up whenever I feel like it or whenever I'm hungry, sort of thing. So sometimes I'll work through, depending on how much work we got going and where I got to go and that sort of thing. But generally speaking, I stop and have lunch somewhere, have a break.
Yeah. Have we got someone backstage?
No, there's nothing come up.
It says there's a guest back. Oh no, it must be just you.
Yeah.
No, I had a notification there.
No, there's nothing there on my end. So So yeah, I'm pretty fortunate actually. I'm fairly flexible in my job.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't have is I don't have a can of drink, so I might have to make myself a cup of tea. I think.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just gonna.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. This water is slowly starting to boil, making some noise now.
Yeah, well, I just blew me trumpet, so I didn't think that'd come across any good on the live stream.
Ah, fair enough. Oh, I'm just going to grab some of the ingredients.
So here's a here's a cup. This is my wife did this cup for me. This design here is of a steamroller, which is the one I'm working on at home, and this is sublimated into the cup. She recently brought a dye sublimation printer, and it's quite interesting what you can do. You're only limited by your imagination. So very similar to what you've done on your cup, Robbo, and
yeah, that's an awesome mug, man.
Yeah, if you can take a photo of something or come up with a saying, you can jam it on a mug of any sort.
Yeah.
So she's going to get a bit more proficient at doing those. So there might be a few more different things come up from time to time. Oh, hopefully that's enough. So what's everyone doing today, G, you must be doing some videos, editing, and Roger, what are you up to? Sounds like Robbo's making good headway there. We can hear things bubbling away. So I'm having a cup of tea now. The last of the Paul's working later this afternoon. Well, we all got to work. I'm having the last of my Dilmah. Where is it? Dilmah Premium Ceylon Tea. So I've got to let that soak for about 3 to 5 minutes. Let it draw.
All right, so I've picked out a few ingredients, but
So Rolf has grabbed himself half a chook. He couldn't think of anything.
I don't have any mixed veggie packets at the moment, which sucks. So I've just got peas. So I'm going to add peas to it.
Oh, it sounds like you're going to ruin it, Robbo.
No, got to have veggies.
No, got to have veggies. Okay, right. Well, we had meat and 3 veggies last night for dinner, so that was good.
Oh. And I also found some meatballs.
Hey, look out!
I'm gonna put some meatballs in there too. So this is basically just going to be a meal of a few things that I thought might go together.
Well, it doesn't sound like it would go together, but there again, it might turn out better than what you think.
I think it'll be all right. It's all stuff that I like, so we'll see how it goes. I've still got heaps of prawns left though, so I don't know if I'll cook all of them.
Maybe we need Tasdaz to help you out. A bit of prawn advice.
Who?
Tasdaz.
Oh yeah, yeah. Where is he?
bit of prawn advice.
Yeah.
Oh, Rolfus could help you out with a bit of prawn advice as well. The royal prawn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of surf and turf, Rolfus. And pasta and peas.
So G wants to know if you're going to boil the
Yes, I am.
the meatballs.
Yes,
There you go.
I'm going to put everything in this pot.
Won't that ruin it though?
No.
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 Okay. Righto. All right. It's something I wouldn't do because normally with meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Maybe I could.
Maybe
I'll put everything in water to start with, and then chuck it in a pan. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do that. What does everyone think? Should I start it in the pot and then move it over to a pan?
I don't know. It's whatever floats your boat, Robbo. If that's what you're.
I'll do the meatballs in the pan, and then once everything else is cooked, I'll throw it in with the meatballs.
So what sort of noodles are you doing, Robbo?
I've got that kind of pasta. Can you see it?
Oh, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get a piece out.
Oh, yeah. So standard seashell type pasta.
Yeah.
I thought you might have had that Maggi pasta instant noodle stuff type thing. Yep.
Yeah, pieces like that. That will be much bigger once I cook them.
Obviously, yeah.
This water's taking a while to boil.
Do you put a lid on it?
I have. It's a new stovetop too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, the watch pot never boils. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll get a pan out for the meatballs. I'm just going to make sure I've got some oil.
You'll probably find that there's enough fat in those meatballs. That's what we usually find. The meatballs that we get from Woolworths and that have got more than enough fat in them. And if anything, sometimes we have to drain the oil that comes out of them off before we, mix it in.
I might just put a bit of oil in, just a little bit.
Now, Robbo's just preparing a fry pan for his meatballs. He's throwing a bit of oil in.
Yep.
That's a good idea, Rolf. Let's boil a jug first and then put it in the pot.
Yeah. I should have done that.
Yeah.
But future episodes of this show will be a lot easier because I'll just be buying food from shops.
Well,
thought I'm at home today, so I thought I might cook something.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Sometimes you got to do that, Robbo.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon, G? What should Robbo be doing? Is he doing something wrong? Roger reckons you're boiling the raw prawns there.
I'm gonna boil everything except for the meatballs. All right, so the water's boiling pretty strong now. Now, what do I put in first?
Well,
pasta
I'd say the pasta because the prawns won't take that long to cook, will they?
No, about 6 minutes apparently. I looked online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get the pastas in now. What's so
Oh,
funny?
oh, gee. He reckons just put everything in a big pot and boil it until it's mushy and inedible. Add barbecue sauce and enjoy.
Exactly, that's right.
No way. Oh, God.
That's what I usually do.
Come, come on. You got to have a bit of flavour.
Yeah. What about some diced tomatoes?
You could do.
I might put them in with the meatballs.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Sounds like you're going to, you're feeding an army there, Robbo.
I am. Well, I'm home alone for the rest of the day, so I'll have it for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, right. Barbecue sauce and potato. Well, we're going to have, we'll probably have sausages and mash tonight.
Can I have what?
Sausages and mash.
Right. Okay, so I've got some SPC diced tomatoes in a can.
Yeah, Roger. You know that in the army they call cooks fitters and turners. They cook good meals and turn it into shit.
That's it.
Oh.
Right, looks like the meatballs in the pan. I haven't got the pan on yet. I'm just putting everything in it. So I've got 6 meatballs here, frozen.
Yeah, Roger, you know all about it then.
I'm going to put the peas in the pan too.
No, I reckon you would have had a few ration packs in your time, Roger?
I was thinking about putting the peas in the pan too, but I won't do that yet.
No, that won't work. Yeah,
getting a bit steamy in here.
Yeah,
we're doing a steam episode, Mark. Far out.
You better start talking like Nigella Lawson. You're going to add some. You should add some Vegemite to it because she adds Vegemite to her spaghetti bolognese.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Just for a bit of interesting flavour. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Now I've got to wait. I think I've got to wait a fair while till I put the peas and prawns in.
Yeah. You got to be like, because Nigella would always talk about how plump and moist her breasts were. That's why everyone watched her cooking shows. She was always talking about how moist things were and how plump the breasts need to be. And
yeah, she does a great show. I didn't watch it for the cooking.
Yeah, so her revealing outfits and rather large busts didn't sort of stop you from watching, did it?
That's right, exactly. Well, I'm just going to get a fork. See how the
only problem with this job is I'm in this truck and I'm bouncing up and down most of the time, and I drive past about a dozen bakeries, half a dozen IGAs, during the day, and it's just so tempting to pull in and go, yep, I'll grab a cheesecake here and a pie here and a sausage roll here and a blueberry Danish or something from another bakery. Yeah, it's very tempting. That's the problem with driving a truck. It's very tempting to stop and go, because you get to know all the good places.
Yes. All right. I'm going to put the peas in now. I like mushy peas.
Yeah, mushy peas are good on a pie.
Yeah. Well, they're going in here now.
Righto. So I tell you what, I'm gonna start rolling because I pulled up.
Okay, mate.
I've had me half an hour break or so.
Yep.
I'm gonna flip the camera around.
Do a bit of road tripping.
And do a bit of road tripping, yeah.
Sounds good.
Where are they? Settings, camera, front camera, and you go back camera. How's that look? Oh, that's right. I'm going to change this around. Is that working? There we go. All right. Unfortunately, hang on. Bloody thing's going to jump all over the place. The road's a bit rough.
Yeah.
So you'll probably hear the noise of the truck in the background, and
that's right.
And if I'm going to do more of these, I think I might have to get a different phone holder to do these. They're advertising one online.
Yep.
Where you can suction it onto your surface, and then you can move it around wherever you want.
Right.
So I should probably get myself one of those. It seems a bit more superior, and you could put the suction right up the top of the window and move it to wherever. Where this one, it bounces around. And, I mean, it's pretty good, but I just don't know what the experience is going to be on the, on the ride. But anyway, hey, look, let's give it a go. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So right now, I'm about to. I'm heading towards the town of Kilcoy in Queensland.
Right.
So. I've just got to wait for a bit of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get onto the open road. We've got some average speed cameras coming up. So what they do is they take a photo of you at this point, at this particular point, and then they take another photo of you at the other point, and they calculate the speed in between those 2 points, and they work out whether you've been speeding or not, and that's how you can get a fine.
Yeah.
So, but however, in my truck, it's no speed demon. So I quickly, because the amount of weight I carry, I'm up around 14 tonne, I think, gross vehicle mass, or 15 tonne, one of the two. I've got a fair bit of weight behind me, so on the hills I slow down a fair bit.
Yeah. So let us know in the chat if you'd like to see some episodes from Mark or myself, or G or Mrs. Austin doing road trips, if it's possible for everybody, because I think that'll be another good inclusion of streams on the channel.
Speaking of Miss Austin, how's she going? Has anyone heard from her? Are they still at their home, or have they got out?
I think they're still home for now, but they're ready to go if they need to.
Yep.
So I'm just going to put this pan on now, get the other stuff cooking, the tomato and meatballs. Because these peas and pasta are coming along nicely. Might almost be time to put the prawns in. Yeah. So did you enjoy your lunch, Mark?
Yeah, it was good. It was tiny little bit of bite to it in terms of spice. A little bit
Yep.
watery for my liking. Like I said, it would have been nice. Would have been, to me, it would have been a lot better if it was a little bit more creamy. But other than that, overall, for a meal that only costs a few dollars, $3 or something like that, yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
You can't complain. It filled the hole, and
That's it. Yeah.
the other thing is I've got, sort of snacks in the truck here with me, so I'm also snacking while I'm driving, and probably not the best thing, but it is what it is.
That's it.
So what else has been happening today, Robbo? What else have you been up to?
I found out I've got to work tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. You got to go back and help finish off. And
yeah, we're doing a bit of extra little bits and pieces, and we're getting the engineer coming in tomorrow to approve the extension.
Yep.
So we're going to do a bit of work around the place while we wait for him to approve everything for us. Yep. Yeah.
And that should so everything's set up, ready to go. You've run some test trains, and it's all looking good.
Was that sorry?
I said it's all looking good at the moment. You've run some test trains.
Yes, yeah, we've done our test runs, and it seems to be going pretty good. Roger was happy with it.
Right, and so this Sunday will be the first test of the setup with the passing work.
Yep.
Yep.
First public run, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to be there for that one, or are you not?
Yeah, I'm the manager for the day.
Oh, righto.
And I'm very happy about that. Because I can say I get to drive first.
Oh. So when Transport Heritage New South Wales has been advertising the Thomas thing coming up, that's not far away, is it?
No, that's only the weekend after, and then the weekend after that.
Right, so about 2 weeks away. Yeah, right.
Yep. All right, I'm going to put the prawns in now. Couple of handfuls. And this is where I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to put the timer on for 6 minutes now.
Far out. Yeah, our roads are good.
Yeah.
This truck is really heavily sprung. So even when I've got a full load on it, if I'm going over a rough road, it's rough. It's lucky I've got a steering wheel and a seat belt. Steering wheel so I can hold on, and seat belt to hold me in. So yeah, it can get a bit rough in this truck sometimes. But I've got an air ride seat, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec, Mark. Just going to put the prawns back in the freezer.
Righto, mate.
Yeah, so in about 6 minutes' time, when the timer goes off, I'm going to move everything over to the frying pan.
Right. how's your meatballs going?
Yeah, mate, I'll show you everything now. I'll give you a look at everything. So we've got the pasta, peas, and prawns in there. And we've got the diced tomatoes and meatballs in there. Going nicely. Yeah. So this is going to be an awesome meal when it's ready. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I think it might turn out better than what you've been saying. So, or how you first described it. So.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to eating it.
At the end of the day, you're the one who's eating it, so you're either going to like it or you won't. Take your pick.
Oh, well, I like all the ingredients, and putting them all together, I think I'll really like it. A bit more pasta.
So you're going to start doing whoops.
What happened there?
I don't know. It could be the area. I'm getting more out of town.
Right.
So it's probably just going to drop out sooner or later. The town here of Kilcoy,
yeah.
They've had
cutting out a bit there, Mark.
problems with their phone lines.
Yeah.
So it's going to get to a stage where I'll get to a point and I'll probably just drop out all completely, unfortunately. And
we'll see how you go, man. All right, so everything's cooking away nicely here. Water's bubbling like crazy in the pot. I'll give you a look. It's going nuts. Yeah. Getting close to almost time to eat. Oh, there goes Mark. I'm sure he'll come back when he can. Well, I hope he does anyway. So we get back to talking about this food now. We've got 2 minutes to go on the timer for the prawns, and then I'm going to strain out everything in the pot and chuck it in the frying pan, and then cook it for another minute or two, and then it'll be ready. And I'm just hoping that I can eat all this.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Oh, look out. Shit. Scared the crap out of me, G. What are you eating?
I got myself some instant Toby, what was it, Uncle Toby oats.
All right.
So yeah, delicious.
Sounds good to me.
Normally I have it for breakfast, but yeah, couldn't really be bothered to make lunch right now. Maybe I will
Fair
later,
enough.
probably not. Probably have this and just keep it, keep me going.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost ready with this meal to put it in all in the one pan together. The timer's going to go off in less than a minute.
Have a nice cup of tea as well, and I was going to come on with these, but then I'm like, I'll make some oats. But I have like little bags of cookies.
I think this meal is going to turn out better than I expected.
Oh, the meatballs looked all right from what I saw before.
Yeah, they're looking pretty damn good. They're big ones.
That's what she said, right?
Exactly. That's right, man. Oh, there goes the timer.
Were you getting ready to dish up?
I'm going to now transfer the stuff in the pot over to the pan and give it another minute or two altogether. Just got to find the strainer.
So you're going to put everything in and toss it around with the meatballs and stuff?
Yeah. Going to cook it in there for a minute or so. Okay, so I'll just do the straining. And I'll be right back.
Anyone that's still watching, this has Robbo's favourite ingredient, and this is oats with honey.
Oh no. Of course they'll have the green honey in it.
Bloody sweet as well.
Oh, oh, that's hot. Okay.
Well, that's my meal done. Now I get to watch Robbo eat enough food for 20 men.
It looks like it.
As you said, you can have some for later if there's too much, which is always good.
Oh, it's a mad meal, so I don't mind if there's leftovers now.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
Yeah. It's looking pretty damn good. Especially now that it's all in together. I really like it. I just wish I put more pasta in. I wish I had more pasta. Doesn't look like there's enough pasta in it. But
Hello,
all
Laura.
the other ingredients will make up for that. G'day,
Yeah,
Laura.
that's it. Yeah, she's in the chat.
I'll give you a look at it. And I'll let it go for another minute or two and then I'll serve it.
So did you put a sauce, like a tomato sauce in that, or was that just whole tomatoes that just boiled down, cooked down?
A can of diced tomatoes.
Ah, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Hey man, check this out. This looks really good.
Yeah, it looks like a decent meal.
Yeah.
Lots of prawns.
Yep. Yeah, and I almost put more prawns in too because there wasn't that many left. There's probably enough left for a sandwich.
Right. Yeah.
I'll give this another minute or so and then I'll serve it up. But I am here all day by myself. So whatever I don't eat on the plate, I'll just put it in the fridge and reheat it later for dinner.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. And I'm actually not a massive fan of tomatoes, so I was a bit surprised that I decided to put tomatoes in it. I only really like tomato sauce.
Well, hopefully you like it, eh? You don't like
Yeah.
bolognese and stuff like that has tomato with it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just if it's got big clumps of tomato in it, I try to avoid the big clumps.
Oh, okay, so you're going to be doing that today, will you?
Yeah, probably. No, I'll try not to. Yeah. But this looks really good, and I'm thinking it's pretty much ready. So I'll just mix it all in together and give it another minute or two. Just so it's easier to serve it up, putting it all in together.
Yeah. I'll mix all the flavours together.
That too, yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to get a plate. Let's turn the hot plate off first, that might help. Sweet. Okay.
He sure is, isn't he?
Is that?
Laura said that you're looking good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's going to be an awesome meal, this. So I've got a question for you, G. If you do your own food reviews of something that you've cooked yourself, do you always give yourself a 10 out of 10?
No, I don't give myself a rating. I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm not that up myself. I'll let other people rate it if they want to.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Normally, people just say if it looks good or not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm pretty impressed with what I was made. It's because I've been talking to food people that I think I'm getting better.
I mean, as well, you're going to give it a fairly high rating because you make food to your taste. You know, you make
Yeah,
foods
that's
normally
right.
that you put in stuff normally that you like, so you know you're going to enjoy it. But
Yep, that's right, man. All right.
with the dim sum
I'm just
one,
going
it
to
was
clear a
kind of
spot on
like,
the table. I'll be back shortly.
yeah, no worries. It's all happening. Yeah, looks like he's put enough for me. He should have served me up a plate.
Just take the plate over. All right, come for a walk. If I can carry it.
Let's go.
That'll do. Yeah, so here it is on the plate. Check that out. How good is that?
Is that only half of it, or was
No,
that
it's not a
all of it?
lot.
That's the full lot.
Yeah, it fit on a plate, so that was good. Yeah. So maybe it was enough of each ingredient. But yeah, if I get too full, I'll just have the rest for dinner. So let me know
Yeah.
what you guys think in the chat of this meal, because I think this is one of my best.
Looks like a decent meal. Definitely fill you up.
Yeah.
And
Let's
he's
see if I
already
can.
made his appearance, Laura. He came on last night and ate his. Was it last night he ate his Turkish delight?
Mm,
Or was it Sunday?
no, it was the night before. Or was it? Whose panel was it? Was it yours or mine?
I can't even remember. They all just turned into one big live.
That's it. Yeah. So I've cooked the prawns
Paul will
pretty
probably
good.
know.
The prawns have come out tasting quite nice.
Yeah, I reckon it was your Sunday one because he was on my Saturday one and said that he was you was asking him to come up and he said he would do it tomorrow, which would have been Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. Mm. It's very tomatoey.
Is that a good thing or bad?
Oh, it's okay. It's more tomato than what I'm used to, but it's okay. Mm. So, guys in the chat, let me know what kind of places you'd like to see me go to out in public to buy food from and then eat it on the live stream. I've got a good variety of choice in the local area. There's three major towns to choose from. You've got Thirlmere, which I live in. You got Tarmore, which is just a couple of minutes away. You got Picton, which is a 10-minute drive away. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got a bit of choice. And
is there any iconic foods like that your area's known for?
oh,
Like, is there any foods or anything that are just that local to you?
well, you've got the Cedar Creek Orchard, which is they sell fruits and stuff. So I could maybe get some
Yeah, you could
fruits from the local orchard and cook up something with fruits. Make a fruit
I
cake.
definitely want to see definitely it would definitely be good to see some Aussie kind of foods like burger with the lot or the Aussie burger or whatever you was going to do from one of those cafes near you.
Yeah. There's one place that's in my hometown, Thirlmere, that they do a burger with the lot, and when they say the lot, they really mean the lot, because they put your normal hamburger ingredients on it, and then they put egg, bacon, pineapple, and yeah, all sorts of shit like that. They pretty much put everything you can possibly think of on a burger onto it.
Yeah, definitely have to give that one a go. Have you done a hamburger with a lot on your channel before?
Don't think so, no. And to be able to do a local one, that'll be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, just lots of, I guess, just any local place, and then just grab what you sort of would like the most on the menu. If it's a burger or schnitzel or whatever it might be.
Yeah, there's one
Definitely
place.
be good to try some locals.
There's one place I go to in Thirlmere that's it's actually a train-related shop. It's called Off the Rail, and it's got a great chicken burger, and I definitely want to review that.
I reckon you have to do that. It's right up your alley, or right up your railway, or whatever you want to call it.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they call it that because it's not far from the railway.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly, Roger. I'm going to be live again tonight. So you get to see me twice today, aren't you lucky?
I'll probably see you about 4 times tonight.
What?
I was going to say I'll probably see you 4 times. You'll probably call me after and tell me how much you ate.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I should have added spicy noodles in this.
Yeah, that did cross my mind. Probably would have ruined your whole meal. Yeah.
I wanted to do something different, but I mean, I didn't have any mixed veggies, so it was definitely something different because I've only got peas. I didn't check the fridge beforehand. That's my problem.
Yeah, you just decided to wing it, and you just decided to use some prawns, didn't you? And just whatever's around.
Yeah. The idea was to use the prawns, and I think I should have made this my prawn dish because this is pretty awesome. Yeah. So the idea was to just use prawns and then find whatever I thought would go with it. Right. I wanted to do a live stream to give everybody an idea of what to expect from me when I do my Lunch with Robbo show on the Let's Chat Live channel. every second Thursday it's going to be, and the first one's going to be on the 31st of this month. Yeah.
Well, it would be good if people join like they did today as well. Would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So
if
the
you're doing
the rules. Sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say
Sorry, go for it.
I was going to say the same thing you were about to say. That obviously it's a lunch video.
Yeah, so you have to come on if you're cooking something or eating something, or drinking tea.
I'll always be on then. I just finished
How was your
mine.
porridge? Was your porridge good?
It's fairly sweet. I've had it before, but don't know. Maybe because it's lunchtime. Maybe my taste buds are dead in the morning, and at lunchtime they're like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's nothing great, but it's just these boxes, and you get about, I don't know, 10 or 15 or something, little packets, and you just put them in a bowl, throw some milk with it, and heat it up for a bit. But they do the job when you want something quick, but you can't be bothered to,
Yeah.
you throw it in for. It's meant to be 90 seconds, but I find it like dries it out a fair bit or whatever. So I normally do about 60 seconds now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it does the job. I was going to have that for breakfast, but yeah, it didn't. So I just thought I'd chuck it on while I was getting my drink and come on and have a chat.
I was thinking maybe what we could do as well, if I'm not. I know everyone can't do this, but if there's anyone that can do a live stream from your kitchen, maybe we could cook together. Like, maybe, I don't know. if there's anyone that can do it. I know certain people can't. But
Yeah, I'd have to find like see if I can set up something where you can see me doing stuff, but yeah, it's a little bit awkward for me, unfortunately.
Same here.
That's why otherwise I'd do it more. I mean, you and I have spoke about different reasons of why it's hard, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
if I
I'm
can, it
open
would be
about my
good.
reason. I live with my parents, and I can only get to the kitchen when they're not home.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than people under your feet, I guess, when you're trying to do stuff.
Yeah, and they'd be sitting here laughing at me, talking to a bloody phone, and people watching. That's the other thing. I get a bit self-conscious about people doing that sort of shit. So if yeah, I'm sure that they'd be laughing at me right now if they were here. So that's why I do it when I go out.
Funny enough, I was watching the third Insidious film a little bit last night.
Yeah.
And one of the girls in it, she's making her food and she starts taking pictures of it, and her dad starts saying, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing a vlog. I'm showing people what I'm having for breakfast." And he's like, no one cares about what you're having for breakfast. Just eat the damn thing." Yeah. Probably like that. Your parents are probably like, why do people care what you're eating for lunch? But
yeah, exactly. Although they were good about, like when I said I was doing a prawn thing, my dad actually raced out to the shops and got prawns for me before they went out for the day. So I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice of him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of tomato in the rest of this.
Starting to get the heebie-jeebies about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid the big clumps. I really don't like tomato that much. I just thought it might add a little bit more flavour. Because as we all know, I love tomato sauce.
So you reckon if you'd done it again, you would just take out the tomato and just chuck in loads of tomato sauce on top?
Probably. I should have done that. Anyway, that's all right. I just saw the can sitting there and I thought, yeah, I'm going to use that. Mum didn't want it.
Yeah, I'd probably love that because I kind of like. I guess I like my tomatoes, but also just I love meatballs, tomatoes, sauce, bolognese and pasta sauce, all that stuff.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to do this again on the nightly episode, but I've got to give a shout out to my mate Gus, who has appeared on the panel a few
Okay.
times. It's his 40th
Yeah.
birthday today.
If he's watching, happy birthday, Gus. Hope he has a good day. I'm sure we'll say
Yeah.
that again later if I'm on.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure he knows I'm thinking about him. Good on you, Gus.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll appear on the panel again sometime in the near future too, because he's a good guy.
Might
And
start doing a bit of
he lives a
painting
few
while
streets
you're
away.
talking to you.
What's that?
I said I might do a little bit of painting while I'm talking to you, just because I'm here at my desk.
Well, this is a good opportunity to talk about other episodes, I guess. So this is a preview
For
show of.
anyone that for anyone that doesn't know what I do, paint little men.
I might have to change the title of this live stream because we've been talking about different episodes we're going to do on the Let's Chat Live channel. So we're also going to do a hobby show,
Keep it.
everybody.
Yeah, still keep it as lunch with Robbo because then at least because even if we do other streams, we're probably going to be mentioning what's coming next.
Yeah.
Like my Monday stream, I was mentioning all the stuff that we're most likely going to do.
Yeah.
And it's funny, whenever, let's see what you're painting, I just showed it, Laura. What are you doing? I paint little men, so that's what I'm painting at the moment. It's a dwarf.
Mm.
Or little people, as some people like to call them.
Yeah. I thought we had someone.
Yeah, I was just gonna
notification again.
I was just going to say, my stream went longer than I expected. I was going to go for the hour, and you stuck around as long as you could. We pushed to an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and then it started getting too much, and you had to leave. And then Mark jumps on, and we went for about another 40 minutes or so.
That was good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good for a first Monday stream.
Yeah.
I had a couple of guests on.
Yeah.
Fair few people was chatting in the chat and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough. I'm only playing with Laura. She knows I'm just fooling around. I wouldn't really speak to someone like that if I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Well, that's what we get. Oh man. Another thing we can talk about is your Monday show.
I think Laura did think that I was being serious. I'm only joking around. All I had to do is move the model back to the screen. It wasn't, a very big deal.
Yeah. So with your Monday show, you were originally thinking about calling it Sipping Tea with G, but you said that you were worried that it was going to interfere with your pre-recorded videos. Was that right?
Yeah.
So if anyone's got any suggestions on something that G can come up with for a Monday night show for a title, put it in the chat. He's going to be doing an Up Late Saturday show. We're going to call that Up Late with G, I believe.
Yeah.
And me and Mrs. Austin are going to keep the mental health streams going too. We're just got to work out what day and how often.
Well, I'd say, how often is it? 10 days, or every 10 episodes. So that's normally about a fortnight, isn't it? Like every couple of weeks normally.
Yeah.
I'd probably keep it like that, probably every 2 weeks, maybe do it on a Thursday. Because you're doing lunch with Robbo, you could either do
Monday
the
night
mental
G-spot.
health.
Monday night G-spot. I like that.
no comment. Yeah,
Oh,
so Laura, if you G the Hypersapien is normally the name that I go by for my art stuff for some reason.
mm,
But yeah, if you go on Facebook, I've got a Facebook page, Instagram. Instagram, I don't add as much, but my Facebook page, I add like work in progress pictures.
yeah.
Yeah, if anyone's interested in following those pages, because I'll be sharing my painting stuff more on those pages. But I have been speaking, could be Eye of the G. I've got two eyes though. I've actually got a third one here.
Mm,
But yeah, if you want to follow any of those pages, I'll update more on there. But yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I don't really have much right here that I've finished.
I'll be
But
back in
yeah,
a
I was
sec.
speaking to Robbo. Yeah, no worries. I was speaking to Robbo about doing a hobby stream because I have the hobby channel. I have two YouTubes or even a third one now. But yeah, the first channel that I did is the hobby channel, and I do have some painting videos on there, but I want to do more live streams on there just so I can engage in the people that follow that page. So I want to do maybe, no worries, thank you, Laura. So I want to do more lives for my hobby channel. So I don't know if that will be weekly or maybe fortnightly, because obviously there's going to be a lot of streams going on, so it might be every 2 weeks. And we'll just see. Maybe I might do it on the weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, in the sort of afternoon before we go live later on. I do need to work on my setup because really I need to have a camera here and a camera on what I'm working on just to make it better so you can see what I'm doing. And I did try to do a stream like that before, and it just yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't really prepare, but I did have my camera, my phone on this on my light as an attachment so I could show people what I was doing. But yeah, the the phone ended up dying, running out of battery or whatever while I was doing it. I think the phone was struggling a bit because I was doing a live stream from it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm happy to have any guest come up on panel during lunch with Robbo, as long as you guys are eating something or cooking something, and make it all about food as much as possible. And then we can, whilst we're eating, maybe we can talk about other things.
Well, you've seen Funkin' Hungry Live. That's always about food for sure. That
Yeah.
never goes off track.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And look at this, everyone. I'm being healthy. I'm drinking water. I'm actually fit. I'm actually really full now, and I've still got food left, so I'm going to have the rest for dinner. I've got
that's
not this much left still.
yeah.
So, yeah, still
Did
a fair bit of
right,
everything.
though.
Yeah. There's only I ate most of the prawns actually. I think I can only see one or two prawns there. Yeah, so I did pretty good.
When you start getting full, you tend to like eat more of the stuff that you're enjoying the most or whatever. Like the good
Yeah.
bits.
G'day, Gibbo.
Because if you're going to get full, or if you're going to, for some reason, waste or whatever, you'd rather waste, or at least I normally would rather waste like, rice and pasta or whatever instead of meat.
Yeah.
Now we have the official Gibbo in the house. Hello.
How are you, man? Yeah. Yeah, so I hope everyone's going to enjoy lunch with Robbo, considering I'm going to be doing all sorts of different food-related things. Have lunch out and about, review different places, whether it's local or a bit out of the area, or maybe even sometimes a long way out of the area. And another thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to make it at 12 p.m. every day. But if life gets in the way, I'll do it as close as possible to 12. So we'll see how we go with that. So it won't definitely be at 12, but we'll do our
Yeah.
best to do it. I'll do my best to make it around about 12. Like today, I didn't start till about 12:30. Yeah, but this is only the preview show to give you guys an idea of what's going to happen. I'm waiting for my the attachment for my wheelchair to get repaired, which will make it a lot easier for me to get out and about. And that's getting repaired. That's getting repaired this Thursday, so it'll be ready for next Thursday, which will be good. Yeah, so I got to try and work out the first place to go for my first real episode of Lunch with Robbo. I might torture myself and go and get the hamburger with the lot, including pineapple.
You could always ask for it without if you really don't like it. I mean, you may as well enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll see. Like I did a food review of a fast food joint a while ago. They had one of those tropical burgers, and I actually did eat it with the pineapple on to see what it was like. And it actually, was from KFC. That's right. And because I remember I always thought that I've always thought that Red Rooster's got better chicken than KFC, and because I always found that KFC's chicken was drier. But when I had the pineapple with it, it actually made it juicier. So
Yeah.
the pineapple actually improved the chicken. So so it was actually good. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what having a hamburger with a lot is like, including pineapple. See what that does to a hamburger with a lot. Yeah.
Well, sometimes as well, sometimes your taste change a bit. There's certain stuff when I was younger that I didn't like, but now
Mm.
I don't mind it as I'm older.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, I would have always grow up and not really like pineapple on pizza, and I
Mm.
mean, when I was in the UK, pineapple on burgers wasn't really. Maybe if they did do a Hawaiian special or something, but it wasn't like a hamburger with a lot style. But yeah, coming here, I probably would most of the time would avoid it or wouldn't order it myself. But if I got to the point, I was around a lot of people that liked, especially moving here, a lot of people like Hawaiian pizza or pineapple and ham or whatever you want to call it, ham and pineapple.
Yeah.
And yeah, just would eat it, and just after a while, it just got to the point that I'll have it, but I wouldn't really go out of my way to have it unless someone else ordered it.
Look at this one. I agree with Gibbo. Tomato on a hamburger. I'm not a big fan of doing tomato on hamburger either. But I will do it for the review of the burger with the lot.
See, again, I mean, I'm not that fussy, or I'm not, you know, like I'll try stuff or whatever, even if I don't really enjoy certain ingredients on food. But really,
Mm.
I'm more of when it comes to burgers, I'm more of a cheeseburger, cheese and bacon burger kind of person.
Yeah.
I just like it, I guess, kind of simple, really, in a way, like cheese,
Mhm.
some various sauces, either mustard and ketchup or burger sauce or whatever, or even maybe a bit of barbecue sauce, and then just, yeah, a few
Yeah.
ingredients is normally what keeps me satisfied.
Yeah.
I just love the combination of beef, bacon, and cheese.
Hmm.
But I mean, as everyone knows on the channel, I'll be trying all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
These days, I do really like the combination. It seems to be happening more, but I'd say the last 10 years, it's probably become more popular. How they do beef, chicken, like fried chicken together on a burger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that do that now here, and so that's actually quite a nice combo. It actually works with the chicken and the beef, and then bacon and But yeah, salad on burger, I don't mind it. I'll eat it, but
Yeah.
most of the time, yeah. Tomato
Mm,
adds a bit of juiciness and a little bit of whatever, but really, if you have good beef and someone's cooked it properly, you don't need vegetables to add juiciness and moisture to a burger.
that's it. Yeah. Another one I want to do. I've already done a pre-recorded video about it on my channel, but I was thinking about going to because New South Wales. I don't know. I don't know if they've gone to other states yet, but the restaurant Five Guys started in New South Wales, and the first ever
Yeah,
one in
right.
the first ever one in Australia that opened is only an hour away from me, and I was thinking about going there. And
It is meant to be a bit expensive, so you might want to, make sure that you've got a bit of money on you.
yeah, it is. It's really expensive. So the pre-recorded video that I did, I bought two burgers, two lots of fries, a hot dog, a soft drink, and a milkshake. $80.
Yeah. I mean, that's not too bad for the amount of food you've got.
Mm,
You said two burgers, a hot dog, two drinks, and two fries, right? So
yeah,
basically
yeah,
two meals and a hot dog, which does sound definitely a lot, but it's meant
mm,
to be better quality. It's like if I went to some of the really good burger places around here, you would
yeah,
probably be coming to that, and it depends on the burger. It depends on the burgers you get. You can get your cheeseburgers, for $10 to $12 or whatever, just standard cheeseburger, but you are paying about 20, going on 30 for like a really extravagant burger with a lot of,
mm,
excuse me, with a lot of stuff on it.
yeah, yeah. And
But yeah,
Wendy's too.
I
I'm
guess I'd
looking
have to.
forward to Wendy's. I'm really looking forward to Wendy's.
Well, I just had the idea as well. When you do the lunch with Robbo, I could grab some stuff just so I'd order it in and have a mung. But obviously, I'll most likely be
Mm,
doing places that I've already tried because I always have this thing that if I haven't tried a place, I'm like, oh, that could be a review. So,
yeah, fair enough.
I always
Yeah,
don't like, even if say I'm feeling peckish or want lunch, say if I wanted lunch right now, I most likely wouldn't be trying places that I haven't reviewed or whatever.
yeah,
Normally I go back to places that I've done a few times. So yeah, just even if I, just grab something boring like a Macca's meal or whatever, just so I've got something to eat and
yeah,
have a chat
yeah.
and
That
stuff like
sounds
that.
great to me. Yeah. What's your favourite Macca's meal?
Definitely would have to be the double quarter. That's definitely been my
Yeah,
go-to for it's definitely been my go-to for many years. And even though
yeah,
it is shrinking and stuff, it still is their most filling burger.
yeah. And they
You
seem to
know,
cook
they
it better when they do the two patties than when they just do the one.
sometimes I've had some dry crap where it's like, oh man, this is probably the equivalent of like an 80-year-old lady's skin, but in the form of a McDonald's burger, just
Yeah,
dry and miserable. But yeah,
yeah.
they go down all right if the meat's hasn't been sitting there for too long.
Mm. Yeah, I think
But yeah,
any time I've bought a double quarter pounder or just the regular quarter pounder, I've always found that the meat was juicier when I had it as a double. For some reason, I don't know
yeah,
why.
and for some reason I'm not the biggest fan. Like it might sound weird, and it's still okay, but I'm not that big on the quarter pounder. I don't
Yeah,
know why that extra meat and the extra cheese just really does something to elevate that to a really
yeah,
good burger.
it
It does
does.
seem a little bit more dry or just a little bit lackluster when it's just a quarter pounder.
Mhm.
I do like Big Macs, but they're just the meat and stuff is just it's just kind of average these days. But I am a huge fan of the Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, that's a good question, Gibbo. I actually don't know the answer to that. Do you know the answer to that, Jake?
No, they don't cook it fresh to order. They have a grill that goes down like a Teflon grill, and they have like this compartment that you close and it clicks into place. I think there's about I think you can do 10 of the small patties on it, and you can do. And normally they have two grills going when it's really busy.
Mm.
Something like six of the big beef patties, so they 10 to 1 and 2 to 1 or something. I can't remember what they call them. They have names for. They definitely the 10 to 1s is the small burgers. Yeah, they don't do it
Yeah.
fresh to order. So that's why if they've got like I guess a slow, if they have a slow patch of not many people coming in, that's why the burgers are probably a little bit old and crap tasting because they've probably been sitting there a while. They haven't had as many customers coming in, so they're not rotating and doing fresh
Yeah.
stuff as much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Big Mac meat patties are so paper thin. Yeah.
yeah. Well, have you seen Whopper these days? The last few times I've had Whopper, that's just been terrible. It's like this bloody big. It's like, it is almost paper these days for a Whopper, and that's their big patty.
I haven't been to
Yeah.
Hungry Jack's in ages, and that's partly thanks to Sammy.
He's probably done you a favour, really, to be honest.
Yeah,
The last thing
probably.
I really enjoyed was the Lotus Biscoff stuff, and that's not really because of Hungry Jack's. That's because the Lotus Biscoff is good.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
fair enough. Yeah,
I'd say my favourite burger from I didn't really like the ultimate double Whopper or whatever it is with bacon and all the toppings. But yeah, it's starting to get a little bit pricey, and it's starting to get really crappy patties. I like the bacon deluxe though. The
yeah.
bacon deluxe is always is decent.
Bacon's always
I
awesome.
find the bacon, oh yeah, the
I love
microwave
bacon.
stuff I wish it turned to smash patties because smash patties, even though they're really, like they spread them really thin and stuff, they normally have a lot of flavour and stuff to them. But yeah, I
Mm.
don't know. The Whopper is starting to get a little bit. I swear, soon they'll just give you like a salad burger and just say it's a Whopper, and you won't even have meat in it. They're just like slowly shrinking it to the point where you're probably going to wonder if they just give you a burger with salad if anyone notices any difference. Oh, there's
Yeah,
bloody hardly any meat on this. Oh well, eat it, and it probably just tastes the same anyway.
yeah,
Maybe spray a little bit of smoky flavour on it.
yes. And that's very true, Paul. Mm. Yeah, you definitely did.
Paul, everything would have been better with 2 slices of bacon. I was actually
Yes.
shocked the last couple of Angus burgers from McDonald's has had 2 slices of bacon. I guess they
Yeah.
charge enough. They should have two or more pieces, but
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't mind the Angus burgers from Hungry Jack's and Macca's. But again, sometimes you get them and they're really trash. I guess it just always with those restaurants, it depends who makes it because sometimes it's almost like you can taste that someone's actually put a bit of effort into it.
Mm.
Like all the ingredients are balanced and nice, and then you get one that has just someone's like, just a nuclear bomb of sauce has just hit your burger and just exploded everywhere. And when you open it up, it's just all you can taste is just all this sauce.
Yes. The Rebel Whopper, is that the vegan one?
The plant-based one, yeah.
Yeah.
They do have a vegan. They have a vegan one and a plant-based one. The plant-based one has the fake beef, and then the
Mm.
vegan one has a patty that's made of like capsicum, corn, and stuff like that. And I've
Okay.
had both in the past. I need to do them on the channel. I've had them both
Yeah.
in the past. I didn't mind the vegan one with the sort of vegetarian patty, but I don't like that plant-based meat. I can't get
Yeah.
down with that, and I just kind of refuse as well a little bit. It must be my stubborn nature or something. I'm like, but yeah, I did try to eat it, and I was with someone, and both of us agreed that it tasted like crap. But yeah, I've been asked a few times to do the plant-based, the Rebel Whopper,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'll do it. But I think I'll get it in a meal just so if I can't handle the burger, I'll probably for a laugh. If I don't like it, I'll probably just smash it down. Maybe have a few sips of water just to get it down, or a
Yeah.
few sips of drink. But I'll have to get some chips just so I can sort of try and balance out the flavour, get that flavour out of my mouth. Yeah, I don't really like the pickles at Hungry Jack's or
Hey,
Burger King.
Paul. Robbo's former girlfriend loves pickles. What do you mean, Paul? I know
And how
exactly
would
who
you
he's
know what
talking.
is? Of course.
I know exactly who he's talking about. Yeah.
Well, he says sorry to Laura, but not sorry to you. Yeah, I love my pickles, but
Mm.
I don't know why. I like the Macca's ones. The
Yeah,
Hungry Jack's ones just seem to. Because one time I ordered extra pickles on the Hungry Jack's one, and I'm just like, their pickles aren't really that good. No wonder I've never, order more.
that's it. That's all right, Paul. I know you're joking. At least I hope you are. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love pickles when they're on Macca's burgers, but any other time I pretty much don't eat them.
And yeah, to go with off what they were saying in the chat, definitely got to find yourself a girl that likes pickles,
Yeah, all right.
or even
Yeah,
or even for me, a girl that doesn't like them because then they pick them off the burger and give them to you.
yes.
More for me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, if she's into Macca's and she doesn't like pickles, that's a good thing.
Or bad thing, depending on what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, fair
She
enough.
might be fussy. She might be fussy about putting stuff in her mouth,
Oh
certain
no,
stuff.
did this just
Oh,
turn
sorry,
into
this is lunch with
street?
Robbo.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I don't mind. Although I don't know if we should keep it G-rated for lunchtime or not. Oh, yeah,
That
G-rated.
means, yeah, I'm like, isn't that what we're doing?
I didn't even think of that. Sorry.
I know it's only the up late where we'll get really spicy.
Yeah.
See, I don't, and now here I am going to say something as kind of spicy. I don't know how
Yeah.
to take this comment. I can take this comment one way or another.
What do you do with pickles, Gibbo? Yeah.
Pickle train as well. Here comes
Yeah.
the pickle train.
Oh no. Now he's talking my language. Oh, I wish I hadn't said that.
Yeah, they definitely have a nice little chew to them,
Hmm.
but I don't know. They almost taste a little bit like that American pickle I tried, where it just doesn't really have flavor and it doesn't taste like
Yeah.
a pickled cucumber. It tastes like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know me, Gibbo, I can't help myself.
That's it. That's right. We're not
Normally
going to
I'm having
change the
lunch.
name of this segment to Dirty Minds at Lunch.
That's kind of has a nice, that has a nice ring to it.
Or you can do the after show. You can do the Dirty Minds at Lunch.
Yeah, you can have the Thursday slot. I'll have the Tuesday one.
Yeah.
We'll have Dirty Minds with Dirty Minds at lunch, and we'll have lunch with Robbo. So,
Yep. Sounds
maybe
good to me.
maybe you might see me have maybe you might see me having lunch in the future on here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've got a few people in here, so that they obviously don't mind this
Having a chat at lunch.
this lunchtime show. So that's good. And if anyone has got any ideas for the future episodes on the Let's Chat Live channel, please suggest as much as you can, because I'll take any ideas. Always open to new ideas and see where the show can go. And yeah, might get some guests on that haven't been on the channel ever. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Adam and Ben and seeing if
Yeah.
they wanted to come and join me for a lunch with Robbo episode sometime. So yeah.
What, this time you're actually going to eat the Chinese food on camera, or
Yeah,
are
that's it.
you going to just film again after and you just say, "Oh, hi, this is lunch with Robbo. I've had my lunch. There's only a few
No.
scraps left, and it was delicious."
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So, no,
Yeah, that'd
I'll
be
make
good.
sure
Yeah.
get in early.
Well, it's just these are all awesome ideas, but it's going to be really good once they have a few episodes of each
Yeah.
show out.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, and that's the other thing I wanted to tell you as well, G. I'm going to tell this publicly. As you know, we're going to be numbering each episode. of Let's Chat Live, but whether it's one of these or the nightly episode or whatever. But when it's a lunch with Robbo, I'm going to put like this. Will just say this is number 1, and then I'm going to put. So I'm going to put lunch with Robbo number 1, and then in brackets the episode number. Yeah, so that people know that it's a certain episode of that particular show, but then it's also a particular episode of Let's Chat Live. Yeah.
I think it might be good as well, but it depends on how many characters or whatever, how many words you can fit in. Might be good to say
100. You can do 100 characters.
Might be good to write who's on the show, because I did that with yesterday when I had you and Mark on.
Yeah, I used to do that with Let's Chat Live.
I think that's a good idea. Just even just so the viewer, if they want to go back, or if a new person, they know who's on the show. They're just as well. It helps to keep track of, for even us, who was on the episodes.
Yeah, no, that's what I used to do before the 100th episode, and then I just decided, as of the 100th episode, to start just putting with guests or special guests.
Yeah,
and then people can go and check out the episode and see who the guests were. Yeah, I just thought that was a better way to do it, because sometimes you get that many guests on the panel, you can't put all their names.
Yeah, you can't write them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is true. Maybe have to do like do some thumbnails and put in the picture who's on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll work it out, but
you're the master of
thumbnails.
I might get you to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably shouldn't have left this comment up for so long. Sorry, children. That was the cucumber one. I was going to talk about it and move on, but we kind of decided to have a couple of minute chatter. Just
That's
that
all right.
one up.
That's all right. Yeah. And also, I want to know from everybody, how long would you like to see the Lunch with Robbo episode go? Because we're approaching 2 hours on this one, but I did cook. So
that's what I was going to say. I guess it depends. If you're out in the wild, you probably don't want to be sitting there too long. You might want to just sit there for half an hour, maybe an hour. Now, if you're eating your lunch, it might creep up to about half an hour, and maybe you might want to go a bit longer.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe with a cooking episode, I'll do 2 hours, and with a just an eating one, I'll do an hour. I think that'll be Paul says an hour. Yeah, so I think that's the way to do it. And as I said, I'll do it as close to 12 o'clock as I can every time. And with the regulars, you'll get the link in the group chat.
Well, also, if you schedule it for 12, and obviously if it's delayed, people will know why.
Yeah.
And when it comes to it, if you're out and about in, I was going to say, if you're out and about in public, you might have to wait on food being cooked or something, so it might not, depending on where you go, it might not always, lunch hour, everyone's saying an hour's good.
Yeah. The other thing is, though, I won't be able to connect to Facebook all the time, because if I schedule it, Facebook only allows you to be 10 minutes late.
Oh, right.
And then they just go live. They automatically go live on Facebook after 10 minutes.
What happens if your camera isn't set up? Does it just start filming the inside of your pocket?
It's too bad if I'm going to the toilet before I have something to eat.
Oh, Robbo's live. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, Robbo, what are you doing?
Yeah. So, so maybe on those episodes, I might not connect it to Facebook.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe do it to Let's Chat Live, and do it for your Robbo the Disabled Vlogger channel.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, just so that there's still some content coming on this channel.
Yeah,
and because it's to do with me and my channel.
Yeah. No, that sounds good to me. Do it that way.
Yeah, it's food. So that's the other thing, everybody. If we're ever doing an episode on the Let's Chat Live channel, and it's something that's relating to our own channels, then the stream is going to be also streamed onto our own channels.
Yeah. So, so I want to get my watch hours up, but also, so I'll be doing the Monday and the Saturday streams,
Yes, and that'll
but
get your hours up
also,
quick, man. That'll definitely help you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously that we have content for Let's Chat Live.
Mm.
But a lot of people have started to getting used to me doing, well, Monday was new for me,
Mm.
but everyone started to getting used to me streaming on the weekend.
Yeah, and as you
A lot of
know, I
people,
will join on a Monday when I can.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
that's
can't,
part
I won't
reason as
always be able to.
that's part reason why I did do Monday as well, because I knew that he wasn't streaming that day.
Yeah.
Perfect time for me to do a little bit of a live stream.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on a Monday, I won't always be able to join, but I will when I can. Yeah, it
Even
was
if
good
you're
last
in,
night
even if
too
you're in
because
the,
you had me and then you got Mark straight after. So that was
yeah,
good.
no, that was perfect. And Mark definitely came on and just helped keep it going a little bit by,
Mm.
taking some of the conversation in different areas,
Yes.
talking about bloody Red Dwarf and Vindaloos and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
even if you're in the chat, that still helps. You can add to the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. I'll definitely join you on the chat at least. But I was going to ask you actually, what can you because this is a show about food. Can you, for those that don't know, what is a vindaloo?
A vindaloo, I believe, is like a vinegar-based curry. It's a curry. It tends to be really hot compared to, like I know butter chicken is really hot not hot, really popular in Australia, but I've had
Mm.
vindaloo since a kid. I'll
Yeah.
read it so I'm not making a mistake. Oh, they say that it's Portuguese dish. Oh, it's an
Right.
Indian curry dish which is originally from Goa, based on the Portuguese dish carne de vina de halas. Is known globally in its British Indian form as a staple of the curry house and Indian restaurant menus.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, everyone knows what a curry is, but yeah, it tends to have chunky bits of meat. It normally has quite a darkish red sauce to it. I guess
Mm.
normally when it's dark red like that, normally indicates that it's going to be fairly spicy,
Yeah.
compared to more orange or brown colors.
Yep. Yeah. That looks all right.
Well, it just says for the dictionary meaning, it just says a very hot and spicy curry. Guess guess I should have just guess I should have just kept it simple and said that.
That's all right. Yeah. Oh, but it sounds interesting, even though I'm not
Yeah.
big on spice food.
So this is what I was touching on before. It says meat in a garlic marinade, but it says it's a dish of meat, usually pork, marinated in vinegar and ginger. So the vinegar, I guess, tenderizes the meat to make it more soft. So by the time you cook it and stuff, it sort of just falls apart in your mouth. It's not tough.
Right.
I guess that's what the vinegar is doing to it, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
But yeah, it's definitely a hot curry. I mean, I guess a lot of curries are hot, but this is definitely one that makes you sweat, makes your mouth on fire, but it still tastes delicious.
Mm.
Last time I had a vindaloo, the person I was seeing at the time, she tore a little bit of bread off just to try it, just to try it, dipped it in, had it, and
Yeah.
started sweating and finding it difficult to eat. And
Oh
there I
no.
was eating spoonfuls, and he was wondering, am I not being affected by it? I'm like, oh yeah, I am. I just enjoy it, but I felt like my mouth's on fire every time I was speaking, or just if I stopped having food for a bit,
Yeah.
it feel like flames are coming out of my mouth.
That's awesome.
I might have to have a vindaloo like one Monday or something like that. I was
Yeah,
um
that'd be great. That'd be great, man. You should.
I was thinking of
Yeah.
maybe starting to eat food on the Monday stream. Depends if many guests come on.
Mm.
But if not many people are going to join in or whatever, maybe I'll have like a meal or something like that. We'll see how we go, or maybe even just if I'm going to have the Vindaloo, maybe I'll just set up a day that if there's no streaming in the afternoons or whatever, maybe I'll just come on live, kind of like you did today.
What
You
about
know,
dinner with G on a Monday night?
could do, eh? Could do.
Something like that, I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there.
It was more just yeah, I could have a Vindaloo in private by myself or whatever, but why not? If I'm going to suffer, why not suffer so everyone can see me suffer?
Yeah, good idea. It sounds like a great idea. I like your thinking.
It sounds like a great idea, eh?
It
I
does.
reckon everyone's lurking now. We're coming up. I guess we'll head off at the 2 hours, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was
Everyone's
thinking that.
everyone's probably everyone's probably getting back to their work or finishing lunch or whatever.
Yeah. Who's here? What are you up to today? Let us know in the chat.
Well, this is the new McFlurry coming out.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. I saw that the other day. Oh, it was on
Yeah, I
TikTok.
mean it's gonna be good, but I mean they're not even trying anymore
No,
because they're
I'm
about
happy to have
five
that. I don't
dollars.
care if it's simple.
They're about $5 for a McFlurry. You get hardly any ice cream and topping in it. If you bought two McFlurries for you and a friend, that'd be $10. You're better off to go get a tub of vanilla ice cream from the shops and a small can of Milo, and you'll be able
Yeah.
to, at least then you'll be able to have more Milo. Say
What
if you
what
eat
date,
a lot of it,
what date's it being released? Do you know?
I think 27th of September.
Because I've got an idea. Because my one of my lunch with Robbo episodes is going to be on the 28th of September. So
Well,
I might get
do a Macca's meal.
yeah, I'll get a Macca's meal and get a McFlurry with it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that
good idea.
sounds all right.
Yeah,
They might even have a new burger at the time because a lot of time they don't just bring out a McFlurry. They might be bringing out like a new burger and the McFlurry. They tend to bring out a couple of items at once, when they bring out new stuff.
mm.
So there might be the McFlurry to try, and there might be another burger to try or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Have both at the same time, lunch and dessert. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a
I
great idea.
mean, I reckon it's going to be good because you can't go wrong.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a piss take how overpriced and stuff it's going to be.
yeah,
I just
that's
don't like McFlurries as much. Remember when they used to mix the McFlurries so the
yeah,
ingredients were all mixed in? I
yeah.
way preferred that. Now it's just like a little sprinkle on top, and just normally by the time you eat a few spoonfuls, you're just left with hardly any topping.
I might have to take a
So,
tin of Milo with me and pour some more in and then mix it in.
that'd be funny as you're like, oh, I'm all out of Milo, or am I? Put some more on, eat some more.
Yeah, yes. So
Yeah.
Paul Styles is cleaning his car and then he's off to work.
Well,
Fair
at least
enough.
he's still taking us with him. We're in the car. Technically, we're cleaning the car with him. We're in
Oh,
the car. To get to work, Robbo.
that's it. Oh no, I've got enough work to do I've got enough work to do tomorrow. We're doing all sorts of stuff at the museum tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing another working bee to sort out our mini train shed because
Oh,
it's a
okay.
bit disorganised. So
Oh, so much for me painting on stream.
we're also getting the trains ready because we've got a running day coming up this Sunday, and then we've got our Thomas weekends 2 weekends after.
And is that when you just get the Thomas train out for people to ride on and stuff?
Yeah, so that they have a steam loco that's in disguise as a Thomas Friends character, and then they
Yeah.
have the big Thomas on display for everyone to go and visit. And then you've got our mini train rides, and then there's all sorts of other all sorts of other Thomas the Tank Engine related activities happening throughout the museum.
So
Uh,
how do they
but
go with cost? Do people pay to get into the museum, or do they pay to ride on the trains? Or
yeah, so you can buy a ticket for just the museum, or you can buy a ticket for train ride and museum.
all right, yeah,
Um, yeah, and um, with the Thomas weekends, they're actually quite pricey. You're looking at least $100 for a family of four. So
so
yeah.
how much are they about?
Oh, the tickets are $35 for an adult for museum entry plus train ride.
Yeah,
So you got two adults, that's $70, and then a bit less. It's a little bit less for kids.
I mean
Yeah,
it's not too bad of a price really because it's a day out. You know, if
yeah,
you're going to see a movie for a couple of hours, you know that's
yeah,
about $20, sometimes more,
yeah.
depending on what seats you use and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, you could bring your own lunch if you went to the museum. If you don't want to
Yeah,
buy lunch out when you're out, you can
that's right.
bring a packed lunch, and
Hmm. Yeah,
it's less than $100, and you know, just
yeah,
it's like going to the zoo. The zoo can be pricey, but I mean, I'm not doing it every day. You know, it's not like I'm going every day. Last time we went to the zoo, I think we brought a few snacks, but we grabbed Subway sandwiches along the way as well. So after walking around for a bit, found a seat and just sat down and had a Subway sandwich
hmm,
and continued. And that was enough food to enjoy
yeah,
and just have a little bit of a break and then continue going.
hmm,
But I think the zoo is about 35, $40 or something these days, which again is fairly pricey, but it's a day out. I mean, it's an awesome experience. Last time I went, I really loved it. The pandas at Adelaide Zoo, the male panda is just he's just so full of character and stuff. Just absolutely hilarious. Just
yeah,
watching him walk around and just pick stuff up and look at it and eat it and stuff.
yeah,
It's so funny. He's absolutely hilarious. And then we
yes.
caught the lion, the male lion. He just got fed and he was sitting there looking at everyone. He had this huge wad of meat and he was just tearing it apart. Yeah, it was. Love going to the zoo. Don't go
Yeah,
there often, but you know, once every year or two.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I love zoos as well, man. I haven't been to one for a while, and I want to go to one that's about, I think it's an hour or maybe an hour and a half away, something like that. And uh, it's one where you can. They've got kangaroos in this big open area, and you enter through. You've got two gates to go through to get into the kangaroo yard, and then you go along a pathway, and then you come out two gates on the other side. And g'day Becky, and you you can just hang out with kangaroos basically, and they're really tame as well. And you can take bags of feed in there for them, and you can actually feed them.
yeah,
And yeah, they're really friendly ones. And I was actually thinking about going there and doing a stream from the kangaroo yard from that zoo. And
yeah. I mean, if I get around to going to those places again, I could always stream as well because we've got in the Adelaide Hills Gorge Wildlife Park, and
yeah,
that's more. They do have some monkeys there. They do have some fruit bats. They have a little section that you walk into where it's a cave and it's like nocturnal, and they have I think they're ghost bats or vampire bats, one of the two, and they just fly around. You can hear them doing that echo and noise that they do. It's really
yeah,
cool. They have camels, and they do have, like you said, where there's wallabies and kangaroos, and you can walk into it a big area, and they're
mm,
just really friendly. You know, just yeah.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
again,
I
it's a
always
little
like
bit
that.
expensive, but for a day out, you know, what do you expect? And you have to help pay for the food and stuff for the animals and for them to be able to stay open. You know,
Yeah,
you're helping them pay for the rent or whatever and the
that's
staff.
right. Yeah,
So
yes.
you expect to pay a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had a Red Bull at least once. Yeah, it's pretty basic.
I like the McRib. Yeah, it can
Yeah,
be a bit too much sauce. again sometimes, but yeah, last time I had it, I had a few of them before it went.
Yeah, yeah, I've had it at least once. So it's just basically meat with
A pork
onion and a bit of
patty
sauce, isn't it?
and a bit of pickle, yeah. But
Yeah,
it's basically pork, but they've obviously put it out in like a patty and a press. And I went to
yeah.
Australia Zoo, one with
Oh,
onions, and it was
I
really good
hope I
there.
can go there when I go to Queensland. I hope it's not too pricey to go there. I think I did
Um,
look at the price, and it was little bit pricey, but
yeah,
it would be worth it.
knowing the good old Irwin should have to, probably be
Mm,
like 100 or 200 a go.
yeah, I know. I looked
Just
up.
because you
You can apparently there's like a accommodation there now, and you can actually stay there and have like a sleep with the
that would
animals
be pretty cool.
experience. And
Whoa,
you, but the
how much?
staying there is the pricey part. That's the part that I looked up. That I definitely looked up, and it was like $800 a night.
Get to sleep with the animals. Oh,
Yeah, well, you're in a the accommodation rooms are in it within the animal area, and you
so you could kind of like probably see out the window and see what they're doing, kind of stuff or whatever.
yeah, that's right, yeah. And they if you pay extra, you can actually have an experience getting up close and personal with
There's an
some of the
an,
animals.
there's, there's an animal right there. So, so, what are you doing? Little face looking. He's moaning, he's having a cry.
Yeah. Um, I was going to say, could anyone look up the prices quickly? But we've got to go in a minute.
There we do.
Yeah.
I guess we could continue this later on tonight if we remember that what we spoke about.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll definitely do that. We'll talk a bit about my Queensland trip tonight, and I will bring up Australia Zoo, and yeah, it'll be good. But as I said, guys, like, I'm going to slowly start wrapping up now. So, as I
yeah,
said, if you guys have got any ideas at all for me to do with these Lunch with Robbo shows, send me a message on my social media. I've got Instagram, which is RobboTDV. Some of you have got me on Facebook. Well, a lot of you have got me on Facebook. And
yeah.
send me a message on there if you want to. Yeah, just wherever you feel that you can contact me. Oh, I've also got an email address, which is robotdv@hotmail.com.
I was.
Yeah,
You can
thanks,
only
Laura.
see soul when I take. You can only see soul when I take that away. Gets hidden otherwise.
Oh,
Well, where's he gone?
oh no.
He's disappeared.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this show takes us, and I think it's going to be a good addition to the Let's Chat Live episodes to the channel.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and I'm sure that the ones that G are going to do as well will be good. The Monday episode, the Saturday Up Late episode, I'm sure they're going to be great times. And we got me and we'll get back to schoolwork, Ben. Um, yeah. Um, me and Mark are actually been talking about doing Steam Sunday episodes where we talk about our own experiences with with him with his traction engines and me with my steam trains and the mini trains and stuff. Yeah, basically our museums, and then if we're not at our museums, we'll just talk about steam related things in general from home. We
Yeah,
don't know how often we're going to do that yet, but I don't think it'll be every Sunday, but it will be on a Sunday. Yeah, I think they'll be a good addition to the channel as well. And as I said, me and Mrs. Austin are going to try and keep the mental health streams going because that's very important.
mm,
Yeah, and that'll be probably once a fortnight, I think.
It's not a Let's Chat Live until his 200th episode, Benji,
Yeah,
and then it will move to Let's Chat Live.
yeah, that's right, Ben. Yeah. So as G said, we're going to move over to the Let's Chat Live channel after my 200th episode on this channel. This is just a preview of what to expect of one of the things to expect from a Lunch with Robbo episode, because we're going to be doing a variety of things with the Lunch with Robbo episodes. And eating at home after I've cooked something is one of the things. So yeah, it is time to go, everybody. Thanks to G, Mark, and a very quick appearance from Rolfus for joining me up here on panel. And thanks to everybody in the chat for getting involved. I will see you guys tonight for episode 196 of Let's Chat Live. We're getting awfully close now to 200. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you tonight. Catch us in the next one. Bye for now.